The Star Reader assessment and the quiz results from Accelerator Reader allow me to kind of adapt what I'm doing within the classroom in order to ensure that I'm providing the correct amount of challenge for my students.
When they come in, they know what level they're looking for. It's colour-coded, so it's almost like having a selection of books put specially for you. These are the books chosen for you, so it helps people's confidence to know they're choosing the right level of book.
I do like the AR quizzes. It gives you time to think about the book in order to come up with the answer.
Don't enjoy quizzing in school, but if it's quizzing on subjects I enjoy, such as reading, video games or music, then I'm all for it.
I really like the quizzing with AR, and I really like it because it lets you think about the book more, and it lets you see the book through like another person's eyes, and I think it also helps you realise that you've paid attention to the book and learned from it.
I think reading is possibly the most important skill for affecting children's health, well-being.
Maybe also getting experience of reading about different areas, that can all be really, really beneficial. And as we continue on in the programme, it will be interesting to see whether or not that's something that helps us in terms of closing our attainment gap across the board.
Before this, I was never able to fully gauge how students were engaging with each personal reading text that they had. So being able to use this has allowed me to see their individual reading journey on top of all of the assessments they had within the classroom.
I think I've noticed a change in attitude because it makes me more excited to finish a book because I know that once I finished it, I'll be able to do a quiz on it. So it kind of makes me more eager to finish and more excited for finishing the book off.
I've improved in my reading ability by learning new words, and I think that's really great. So I do a lot more reading now because it's easier for me to understand the words and to concentrate on a book more.
Since I started secondary school, I've definitely begun reading a lot more. In primary I did read, but in secondary I've definitely started to read a lot more frequently.
If we know students are at early levels of literacy, we're able to then provide some accommodations and further supports for them and some targeted interventions to ensure that they progress quite quickly. The STAR reading reports have allowed us to see where students are starting at the beginning of the year, where they end up at the end, as well as continual assessment throughout. This has allowed us to gauge, along with the classroom teaching, how students are progressing quite well and if there's any students that need those additional supports put in place.
Young people have read about different areas, or they've read a lot of different vocabulary. If they've read about different political regimes, if they're reading about different historical events through kind of the accelerated reader programme or through engaging with literacy, engaging with books that they're reading, then that can really build their experience, I think, in terms of coming into different subject areas. They're able to tap into that.
If I looked at the books I was reading at the start of first year and now about a quarter into the second, I can definitely see a difference in the standard of vocabulary and size of the books.
I think I've noticed an improvement in my reading ability because I've tried different authors, because I've discovered new genres that I haven't really read before, and it's made me want to read more and like a wider variety of books.
I was so happy because I could see that I was improving a lot more, and then the answers that I've got right, I was happy about it.